Hi, I'm James Shillinglaw. I'm here still in New Zealand, but we've moved to Queenstown, and actually we're just a little ways outside of Queenstown at a wonderful winery and even a resort. You can stay here called Kinross, and we just had a wonderful wine tasting because we haven't had enough wine tastings here in New Zealand, but we're in a totally different region this time down in Queenstown. And yes, they have a lot of good wine here. And I'm here with Thomas Mosqueda, who's the general manager of wine. They don't talk about resort. It's good. You have to manage the wine first, right? And we're going to talk about Kinross, this wonderful place, and you can stay here and experience this wonderful place and get, obviously, some great wine tastings. And you're going to find out about that and more on Insider Travel Report. Now, Thomas, first of all, talk a little bit about Kinross. It's a fairly new property, right?
It is indeed, and it's a fascinating place in the beautiful Gippsland area where since 2014 we do have accommodation, bistro, and a world-class cellar door representing 5 wineries in one location.
Yeah, and it's great. And so here we are. We're actually in the wine hall here where you have lots of different tasting rooms, and we just had a tasting. But you can also have there's a restaurant here, and you can have a wonderful meal and enjoy even more wine. But there's also places to stay, and you showed us some of the places. How many the little cabins you have out there? What do you have out there?
That's correct. We have 7 cottages and 14 bedrooms total on a 4-star level, and all our direction goes into world-class guest experience. So we're trying to be accessible, approachable, and focus on wine as a destination for Central Otago wine.
Now, you started this just before COVID, and then you had to kind of lay low for a few years. How did you get through that period?
Well, we had to pause, but it's a journey, and we had to think and become smarter. And I consider that post-pandemic, we're actually going in the right direction, and we're ready for the future.
No, you seem to be, and it's a wonderful modern facility, and it's great that you can stay here. It's also very family-friendly. There's lots of stuff for kids to do around here as well, right?
Yes, we're kid-friendly, dogs-friendly. Come as you are. We'd love to welcome any guest, and wine is a journey. You start somewhere, and then we just go together and continue together. And
you also make your own. You feature wines from all over the region, but you also feature your own Kinross brands as well, right?
You're right. So we focus on 5 wineries: Colpitts, Hogshead, Ward Irishman, Barley, and the Kinross label, which had been a big focus for me to make sure we are making the best of our vine we have in front of us, and having partnership with different wineries in Central Otago to make the wine for us.
Which wine is Kinross known most for?
Oh, good question. I would say we've been very spurred by the Pinot Gris Liquid Gold and Sauvignon Blanc Holy Schist. Okay. 2 white grape variety we've been embracing since the past few years, but of course, Pinot Noir is the way to go.
Absolutely. Now, if someone comes and stays here, roughly how long do they stay?
Good question. It's about 2 to 3 night stay. Usually we see that people escape Queenstown, Wanaka, or Cromwell, have a long night stay and embrace and enjoy the surrounding, doing some hiking. Biking is a big topic. So I'd say it's few days. And the ski season coming next month, we'll see longer stay for sure.
And also you're surrounded by beautiful mountains all around here, and as you said, you can go hiking. You're not too far from the skiing areas, but it really is kind of an all-purpose resort. And you're open all year round, or what?
Yes, we are. We never close, and it's 7 days on 7, from breakfast to takeaway for dinners, and we finish the days with our in-house guests for private tasting with them. So we spoiled here.
Yeah, well, what you as part of the package, you can stay here. You can also get the wine tasting here. You can have dinner here, although I think you're saying at this point you're doing takeout dinners or like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Although that may change. Who knows? We'll see what happens.
We'll see, but I think we have a beautiful basket, and we can sit our guests are enjoying the surrounding and find a place for picnic or eat in their cottages.
No, it's great, and so to find, we just came from a great wine region up in Napier. It was amazing, and we had lots of wine tastings. And you come down here and to find even more great wine and different kinds of wines and different ways to do it. Now, how far people will come in and fly into Queenstown? How far are you from Queenstown?
It's about a 30-minute drive from the airport, so we see an easy way of having safe drivers or using amazing facilities and tour companies, tour operator can guide and drive our beautiful guests to Central Otago, Gippsland Valley.
No, it's great, and it's a wonderful. It really is so beautiful around here, and the vines are out there, the mountains, and you can just hang out here and drink wine. So it's an excellent time. Now, anything else you want to sell? We go out to about 118,000 travel advisors in the U.S., and we actually had some of them here on the FAM that Down Under Answers is doing, and I'm lucky enough to be on. Anything else you want to see to those travel advisors out there in the market?
Oh, well, I guess I'll see you in the next few months over here at Kinross, and I'll be very happy to welcome you.
And where can they find out more about Kinross?
We have an amazing website, kinross.nz for New Zealand, and you'll find all the information about staying, dining, and drinking.
Fantastic. And we've already done a lot of that here. We're not staying here tonight, but I don't know, maybe give me a few more wines and I might be staying here. We'll see what happens like that. Again, Thomas, thanks for taking the time, and thank you for introducing us to this wonderful winery and also a place where you can stay, a resort as well.
That was good to have you here. Thank you so much for coming.
I'm James Shillinglaw, and this is Insider Travel Report.